In hockey today, especially on the Olympic sheet, we see a lot of high cycles and scissor plays between the puck carrying forward and the defenseman on the blue line. And we want to make sure that we outline how we want to defend that. So this clip here is the closest thing to that. And we want to show what we want to do because we actually, in this clip, do exactly what we want. So the forward brings the puck up the wall here like this. He's obviously off the wall. And high in the zone, he makes a handoff. This is actually a forward who he exchanges with. But anytime this happens, sometimes there's a tendency for the winger to follow the play down the wall. We do not want to do that. We want to stop exactly like we do here. Protect the bank, almost like a penalty kill box, and then sort it out on the next play. So a lot of times what happens is the forward will bring the puck up the wall, the D will come down the wall, and he'll hand it off to him. That's called the scissor. And a lot of times there's a tendency for the winger to go down the boards and then the defenseman to fill in for him. If any high cycle or handoff such as this, forward to forward or forward to D happens, just stop like we do. Do not, winger, follow this guy down the wall. Stop like we do and pick it up on the next play. This is pretty well handled by us. This is what we want to do moving forward in the tournament. This clip here is the start of a video series that illustrates how we want to defend when the play rolls up the sideboards, obviously in our end zone. So the white forward has the puck. The defenseman, player number 1, is on him with a good stick. We want him to maintain pressure. Player number 2 should be supporting underneath. In this particular clip, player 2 could be a little more aggressive. And player number 3, in this particular case, is this guy here. He's our +1 man at the net. So we want to maintain pressure like we do. They obviously take a low percentage shot, and we're in the way, so great job taking away time and space. If this guy were to continue with the puck, it is a fine line for our strong side winger in terms of being aggressive and cutting off the top or staying in the lane. If this forward were to continue with the puck into this ice here, we would want our player 1 to stop and go back to the net, and then we would want to let our strong side winger take over with point coverage. So I want to zero in here on this guy. Play comes around the wall under control. We want our strong side winger to do exactly what this guy is doing. Keep your stick somewhat in the lane to deny the walkout or a clean cut pass to the point, but turn your toes, your feet, towards the point man, so that if the pass goes out here, by turning your feet, you're that much closer to getting out there. And you stay layered back towards the hole like you are here. We call this the turning of the feet, getting a running start, so that if this player were to continue and pass it to the strong side point man, because your feet, again, are in that direction, you can get out there more quickly with a good stick. And now you're headed back to the net, you being this guy, player 1, to resume our coverage and protect the bank. Here's another clip with the play rolling up the sideboards. So the Russian forward gets the puck to the point man, number 2. He punches the puck through. Puck goes into the corner. Watch the feet of number 13, the strong side winger. This is exactly what we want. You, player 1, maintain your pressure. Player number 2, get in there to support like you do. Strong side winger. Turn your feet just like number 13 does to get your running start. With your stick in the lane just like it is, if this guy comes up the wall, now you got to make a read. You being this guy, strong side winger. If he's not in really good control, if the puck bobbles and you want to go aggressive and cut it off, go. But you got to go quick and you got to go hard with the good stick, playing fast, taking away time and space. Otherwise, your feet are in a good position so that if the puck gets out there, you can just turn, get out there with the good stick, take away time and space, and you, winger in the hole, you've got to stay patient in this area here so that if the puck goes D to D, you can come out on time. You would layer back, and we're taking away time and space while playing in good layers, playing in fives, and protecting that bank. In this clip, play comes around the wall. Number 13 does a really good job. Look at his head position. He's having a look at the strong side point man. He also has to be able to see the whole zone, which he does. Good angles by this guy. Puck comes up the wall. Number 13's feet are in a good position. He's getting his running start. He could actually probably be a little bit more lower in here. He reads that number 10 is being pressured by our player 1 and he's not in full control. So number 13 goes to cut off the top. And in this particular case, it works. Obviously, their defenseman went for a line change. This is the new guy coming on. But it works nonetheless. And we're out. We're over the red line and we're on offense. Again, feet pointed towards the blue line, running start. Uh-oh. Doesn't look like this guy's in control. So uh-oh for him. But good for us. I'm going to cut off the top. Number 13 makes a good read. I'm going. He does his job. He breaks up the play. And now we're headed on offense. This clip here, puck comes around the wall. Our winger is going from the hole to the strong side. He makes the read. I'm going to cut off the top. I'm going. Well, if you go, go. And in this case, it pushes the puck back down the board. So he goes to cut off the top. We don't come up with the puck. But number 22 for Italy also doesn't pass the puck successfully to the point man. So good job. What I like about this guy is if you're going, go. There's no half speed. If you're going, go like there's no tomorrow. They cycle it down the boards. We come back to the bank, protecting the inside. We resume our pressure. We have a new player 1. And then what I love about this guy here is he turns his feet to get that running start if the puck goes here. And while he does that, he puts his stick in the lane. So he uses his stick to disrupt, to take away time and space, but he gets his feet positioned where he would want to go if the puck were to go there. And that's called the running start. Very good. And what ends up happening? The stick disrupts the play. And we don't come up with the puck, but we push them to the red line, and at least we're out of our end zone. Very good. In this clip, our strong side winger goes aggressive to cut off the top, and he gets bypassed. And the puck gets out to the point. Now, what do we do? What do we do if this happens? Well, here's what we want to do. If our strong side winger makes the read, he goes aggressive to cut off the top, and the puck gets to the top. We want our closest forward or defenseman, our closest player. We would love it ideally to be the centerman. But whoever the closest player is, to front and get big in the lane for a minute to buy time for our winger to get back to his position. And we definitely want our strong side winger in the hole, anticipating a D-to-D pass, and he can come out on time. So we want to front it and allow our winger time to get back in the lane. The other option is if this man goes out to the point, part of playing in fives is playing off of each other. So if this guy goes out, you have to become one of our low people in coverage. So get back to the inside, protect the bank, and you've got to stay at the wing position. So this guy fires a one-timer, puck goes to the corner. You are now the strong side winger. You are one of our low defenders. You're player 1, you're player 2, the support man, and you are player 3 up and off the post. Playing in fives means we play off of each other. It's important in this situation to play off of each other correctly. And in this case, in light of this guy going out, we actually handle it pretty good. We talked about a situation like this a little earlier. We want to drive it home again in this part of the video presentation. The white forward carries the puck above the half wall and starts to roll into the high part of the zone. What we want to do, our U20 team, is a little bit different than what the men's team does here. We want to maintain pressure, aggressive. But as soon as the puck carrier gets above the half wall and gets in this high part of the zone, and we talked about this earlier, stop, come back to the inside, all part of protecting the bank and being consistent with zone coverage. And you will have turned your feet more in line with this guy. And now in doing that, your feet will be like this. You'll take this over. And you'll hopefully deny him. And you'll be back at the net. Weak side winger, you'll be layered back a little more with your feet pointed to this guy to get out on him. And if the puck were to continue over to this far side guy, we react on the next play. For our goaltender, if the puck ever reached that guy, he would be able to track it, he being the goalie, from here to here, over to here. A to B to C. And as long as we do our job in this area with our two low defenders, which is the topic of the next part of our video series, the goalie should be able to make a routine save. So again, a little bit of a long clip, but we want to make sure we have this. Maintain pressure. Get up on him. Take away time and space. Get up on him. Now stop. Go back to the net. You've got your feet this way. You take over. If the play goes to him, you take over. If the play goes to him, one of our three low defenders will come out and we'll sort it out on the next play. That's something we want to do differently than the men's team that we believe is more consistent with how we want to defend.